We have a lovely view in the studio this morning. It's Cheryl Washington.
Flattery will get you everywhere, but you can't use my high heels this morning, James. I'll tell you that right now. Whether they're sexy and alluring, we're talking about high heel shoes. But next time you buy a pair of high heels, you know, you might just want to check out the price, but that may not be the only thing that's hurting you. Joining us right now in studio is Dr. Lawrence Leibowitz. He's a podiatrist in New Jersey, in both Parsippany and Newton, and we thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Cheryl.
And I have to tell you that I love high heels. I can't wear them anymore. I find that as I get older, of course, it hurts a little bit more, and I think that if your feet are feeling uncomfortable for you, then the rest of you is going to feel kind of blues about it too, right?
That's for sure. They do look great. They're wonderful to wear to a wedding or a bar mitzvah or wearing at work, but they're really not good for you. They do cause a lot of problems.
Well, I guess that's why you see a lot of women, myself included, wearing sneakers to work and then just making the change once we get to the office, at least.
That's right. Coming into the city this morning, I saw everybody wearing their sneakers and carrying their heels to work. When they get into work, they take their sneakers off and sneak their high heels on.
Yeah.
As long as they don't do too much walking during the day and just sitting, that's fine.
So now, is that the kind of relief that we should be talking about? Maybe just removing them during certain parts of the day, giving them a little bit more of a rest, if you will?
That's the best thing. For short periods of time, a high heel is not going to give you too much trouble, either in the heel or the toes. But if you're wearing them all day, every day, that's when you get into the medical problems.
Okay, now we just heard on the report, we're talking about bunions and corns and calluses and that sort of thing, and ankle sprains as well?
Yes, these are all things that can happen. Because of the height of the heel, it really puts the ankle mortise or the ankle joint into a bad position, not in a strong locked position. So if you just hit a pebble or a crack in the sidewalk, your ankle's going to go, and you can really injure yourself that way.
Now what about your calf muscle?
The calf muscle gets very tight. You could think of it as a rubber band. If you're wearing a high heel all day, your calf muscle effectively becomes very short, and it becomes short for a long period of time in the high heel. At night, when you take those shoes off, it's like pulling on that real tight
It expands?
rubber band. It doesn't expand as much as we would like. If it expanded all the way, we would have relief. But the women that take their high heels off at night find a lot of pain in the calf and the Achilles tendon.
Sure.
That's right.
Sure. Now, and you have a couple of samples courtesy of your wife,
Yes,
right?
I snuck into my wife's closet at 4 o'clock this morning.
All right.
I hope she's not too mad. And I did bring a couple of samples. Let's first discuss this particular sample. This heel is not too high, but this would put the ankle joint in a bad position and subject the foot to an ankle sprain. Also, the shape of the toe is so pointed that it really cramps the toes into this, and it helps aggravate a bunion and hammer toe deformity.
So the more preferred type would be the rounded?
Yes, I was noticing your shoes, Cheryl, and I'm sure that
is this appropriate?
Well, we could take off your shoes.
PU, I know, James, don't smell.
No, they're fine. Now, on your shoe, it's more of a square toe. It allows for more room in the toe, so it wouldn't interfere. That's right, it wouldn't interfere with your bunion. I don't know if you have a bunion, but we could do an exam after the show today. But this would give more room in the toes and more room if there was a bunion deformity. Also, the height of your heel isn't too bad.
No, it's
You would
not.
still sprain your ankle, but it wouldn't be
Oh,
such
is
a
that
bad
right?
sprain.
Okay, it's not
That's
as high. A lot of women are also wearing flats these days, which is of more comfort, too.
Flats are more ideal, and you can get around a little bit better as well.
All right. Doctor, we thank you so much for coming on the show. Dr. Lawrence Leibowitz, podiatrist in Parsippany and Newton, New Jersey. I'm trying to put my shoe back. Don't! Oh, stop it, you guys.
Now, she's fine.
Yes, you know, the doctor's not disturbed by that, James. There's no odor
I stayed in my
from
seat
my
the whole
feet.
time. It might be over by where Jim is coming from, I think.
You know, you guys are terrible.
Notice how we didn't pick Jim's shoes as a sample today. I think his shoes are all right.
James.
Thank you, Cheryl. Larry Hoff.
Here we go, James, in the half bike right now on a BMX bike.